Greetings, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to Starsector. I know I'm not quite in the exact position I was in when we left last episode. I have flown from the asteroid belt back to storage because I spent an inordinate amount of time refitting the Nirvana Mark II. I have traded out all of the missiles. I've swapped the guns in the large slots. The important thing to note now is that we're running Sabos and Reapers. So we have a ton of shield pressure from the Sabos, and the Reapers are there because, well, they do a ton of damage the one time. Our medium and light slots have been retuned to kinetic pressure, and we are now rocking two large high-explosive Giranol giant cannons for our main guns. And we're going to see how that plays out. I've also dropped accelerated shields and taken resistant flux conduits. If I'm going to be flying this ship for most of the series, we might as well experiment and try and make it as powerful as possible, because it is going to be a long time until I can get another S-Mod. 32,000 EXP required, and 2 story points, which is actually the easier part of the requirement. We're a third of the way there to our next S-Mod upgrade, but I don't know how long that's going to take. The immediate goal of this episode is to make enough money to fully upgrade our orbital station all the way up to a star fortress. Right now, it is in the process of upgrading itself to being the tier 2 battle station. It would also be good to get our ground defenses built and get those upgraded, but the building of buildings has gotten kind of slow since we keep losing shipments to pirates. That is a problem which we will resolve eventually. So, finish up building the colony if possible, or at least save up the money to do so. And then the only other thing to attend to is the fleet. In its current ragtag configuration, it works, kind of, but we are slowly accumulating D-mods, so we're going to need to swap out ships over time. I'm still not sure what I want the final composition of the fleet to be, so we're just going to keep messing around with all our options and experimenting. Still kind of tempted to pull the Mayasuran out of storage, but let's wait on that, because that's going to cost cash to keep it running. For now, let's go do work, and by work, I mean fighting other factions, or at least doing bounties and cleaning up the problems of other factions. Okay, we haven't fought Carter's Freetraders yet, so let's go do this one. Just a little 230k bounty. Still keeping tabs on the Valkyrian faction tab and my own factions tab to make sure we're not getting invaded while I'm not paying attention. So that would throw a wrench in the plans, as we don't really have a good in-house source of lots of Marines to retake a planet with yet. But we will soon, once our planet reaches the next size and I can build a military base anyway. And we're here. Hopefully, our bounty is here too. And I've not chosen the wrong system. Oh, nope, there they are. Oh, they're so small. Yeah, we need to look for bigger bounties. How small they are. We actually outnumber them. That's unfortunate. Well, let's go clean up some riffraff. I suppose we do basically need to do a weapons test anyway. The plan is simple. Punch our opponent with sabos, and then punch them even harder with the anti-armor guns. Use the Reapers if we need an additional burst of damage. So, we are looking for cruisers or capital ships to test our guns on. Where are they? Destroyer, carrier, okay. There is the enemy capital. Standard combat support ship. Let's go. Another swarm of fighters. So many. Okay. To help counteract that, let's give ourselves a medium escort, just so we always have someone with us, and there is the support capital. We're actually in Sabo range. I'm just wary of firing them, because look at all those fighters. Holy heck. I don't want to play it cautiously for a minute. I don't want to fly into that swarm, because I don't know what all guns those fighters might have, or if they have rockets or anything that might be a nasty surprise for us. Oh, that's a lot of mining blasters. That is hilarious. Good thing I put the shield back up. Okay, screw it. Trying a round of Sabos. And we have lost them to point defense. Oh my god. We're overloaded. We've been overloaded literally by mining blasters. Fly away. Ouch. I can't say I've ever fought Carter's Freetraders before. I played as them a couple years ago, but this is all new to me. They seem to be very solid on defense. I don't know if all the mining blasters are intentional, but they're working. And so many fighters. Still, we haven't downed them. Yeah, the Sabos are not working. Too many things that could shoot them down. Okay, let's forget about the missiles and just use the larges, the big cannons. Surely those will cut through the fighter soup. Then again, perhaps not. Let's do a little quick vent. Okay, the fighter swarm is somewhere else for a minute. Let's get in close. Sabos. Close enough that hopefully my shields will cover them. Yeah, there we go. Okay, throw the Reapers just to use them. And perfect. We've cracked his armor, and we do a ton of damage. That's kind of how I wanted this to work. And that was their largest ship down. Are these little guys carriers? Yeah, these little frigates, 11 deployment point frigates, have 2 fighter bays. That's what's going on. But unlike a regular Condor, they're not just rocking Talons, they're rocking modded fighters. Look at all that. This is the real threat, I think. It's the absurd number of fighters they have in that tiny package, too. The carriers, these little 2-bay carriers are so tiny. I think they're smaller than a Buffalo Mark II. Let's see if I can actually land hits firing the big guns on manual. Not really. Maybe. Oh, there we go. Landed one. But yeah, now that I know where the fighters are coming from, next time we fight Carter's Freetraders, I'll know what to target. It's basically look for the frigates, because they apparently hold all of the fighter bays. And that is it. We did, still outnumber them. Let them go. Anything cool to recover? I mean, we could recover those little carriers. I'd like to have a look at one, so let's grab it just to see what's going on here. Combat Engineers. Repair 10% of armor and hull damage after battle to the ship they crew. Reduce negative effects of demods and avoid new demods. Almost always recoverable. Nice. Kind of like rugged construction. Drone bays cannot use wings that require pilots. Interesting. So we would need drones. Not installable. That's awkward. We have a drone. Can't install it. Does require 20 ordnance points, but it's interesting that it's tagged not installable. But shielded cargo holds. Anyway, just wanted to see what was up with this guy. Don't plan on actually keeping him. Let's scrap him for now for supplies and carry on. Properly scaled bounties, because there really aren't any in the listings. We're going to need to go talk to contacts. Alright, Patrol HQ done. Ground defense is started. Good. All of our buildings are almost built on our first planet. But yeah, once we have the Star Fortress done on our homeworld, then it will be time, perhaps, to escalate the crisis and deal with the pirates once and for all. Ooh, what's this? Who are we fighting? Oh, never mind, they're dead. They were just pirates. Good job, Valkyrians. You got them. Alright, let's resupply, and then hope that our contacts have something good for us. Not really. 200k is about what we could get looking for bounties on our own. However, here is a whole siege ship for 50k from a questionable pirate, but a ship nonetheless. Overcharger, 2 large ballistics. We haven't tried this ship yet, so we're going to take it. And we'll sneak some mercenaries out. Let's look around for other stuff. Actually, hold on. Let's fit this guy here. What is a Valhalla Core? At 66% flux or above, weapons deal 20% more damage. Increase high explosive and kinetic damage taken by 15%. Increase ship's top speed when traveling in a straight line. That's very interesting. I would like that. I'd like to be able to install that on this, but it's a built-in. Can't be removed. If we know anything about this ship based on its built-ins, is that it wants to charge forward. Do I have any aggressive officers around? I do. Here you go. What exactly is the plan? Well, we're going to code it in guns and hope it works. That's the plan. Because the officer is aggressive, they should close into range to use these heavy machine guns. And I don't know, we'll just see how it goes. I think we're going to want the peak fire hull mod and then flux stats for now. And just real briefly, even though I don't intend to fly this on my own in live combat, let's see how it fares. Let's just go try and take it up against a Dominator. Oh, I didn't do my weapon groups very well. That's okay. 109 speed, not bad. That is very interesting. This Dominator came equipped with hazard mining guns. Oh my god, the pressure. Overcharge. Get in range. Reapers. Perfect. So yeah, as a front toward enemy ship, this could work. Overcharge. Oh yeah, there we go. We're punching a hole through her. Perfect. Reapers again. And there we go. And that did have a level 6 officer in it. So yeah. Now the question is, how many deployment points is this? 30. And when we compare that to, so we just fought a Dominator, I should know how many deployment points a regular Dominator is. 25. Okay, so close enough. But yeah, we'll give that a go. We'll stick that in the fleet and see how it does. Anyway, back to looking for missions. There we go. Another power armored undersuit. What ship do you have for me? Destroyer. 9.9k is really cheap though. Fine, we'll take it. I did say I wanted to try and make Valkyrian ships work again, so let's look around. Guardian bounty. Ugh. But that does pay 330k, which is the best we've seen in a while. So I think we're going to take this. I may end up regretting this, but there's one way to find out. Alright, and we can finally SMod something in on the Citadel. I think we take advanced turret gyros for the bonus damage to smaller ships. And stabilized shields is always good. Oh, I totally forgot about this research station. It's fine. Let's just go. Let's just go do our bounty. Let's try fighting derelicts. if this derelict bounty is like the other ones I've done, because I haven't really done too many of them, probably all of the ships are going to have gamma cores, which will make them more threatening. Sometimes it feels like a lot more, sometimes it only feels like a little bit more threatening. Don't know, we're being blown off course. No! We took damage. Pain, ow. Alright, we're here. Let's go. I'm also going to switch to the Gremlin. We're going to try and Gremlin down the Guardian wherever it may be, and then drop in our main ship. And there they are. Convenient. One Guardian, one Rivet Wall, some other hilarious things. 98% difficulty. Oh no. Okay. Welp. Let's give it a try. Worst case, we have a ton of ships back at home that we can use to rebuild. As always, our main goal is build up and don't lose the Nirvana Mark II. We kind of need that. I think we'll go for a deployment kind of like this. Keep everyone in the middle. And we are basically just looking for the Guardian or something else large that we can throw these Reapers at. Well, let's wait for our opportunity. And who knows, the difficulty percent may be wrong. Maybe we'll do extremely well here, I don't know. Let's go ahead and deploy that new cruiser as well. It seems like for their opening moves, they've just deployed a bunch of, little sentries. There's the Guardian. Our big ships are not quite in position yet. Guardian at 2,000, 3,000 range. We want him to close, get distracted shooting at one of our other ships, and then we're going to go try and Gremlin him. If we can take him out, that's going to make this. Oh, there we go. There's our opportunity. Close the gap. Now, he does have that rear Mjolnir. Kind of have to watch for, but it's a risk I'm willing to take. That's good. We did one good hit on the back there. Waiting for Reaper Tube to come online because it got disabled. Okay, there we go. And we're out of Reapers. Let's just hug his back here and hope that our body exploding will be enough to kill him. Nope, stay on him. Stay on him. No, don't flame out. No. No, repair your engines. No. Phase out. We almost have him. Grrr. Finish him. Eliminate order attached. Okay, engines online. We're gonna pop out of phase, throw decoy flares, run at him again. Perfect, he died. We're actually alive. Okay, let's retreat the Gremlin. And I don't know, man. I'd like to have my ship on the field, but that doesn't seem like an option. So we're gonna take over this destroyer for now. Oh wait, we are rapidly losing ships. Hold on. Debating on retreating this destroyer. Nah, we'll play it out, Point defense missiles, cruise missiles on auto fire. I don't know what this fit is, but we're gonna make it work. Oh, we seem to be a pure support ship. Lots of point defense and stuff. Can't even kill a Bastillion drone. Once the Gremlin retreats, we should be good. Good to deploy. Okay, there we go. Venture destroyed. Heavy escort on me and on the Venture and on the Citadel. Boom, we're in the Nirvana Mark II. Let's do business. Come here, beachhead. Let's talk. Sabo, and armor punching cannons. Let's go. Throw the Reapers. We just want to do as much damage as we can as quickly as possible before we... Actually, no, we're doing pretty good. Look at that. Look how few ships they have. Have we already chewed through them all? Or are there other ships slow to deploy? I don't know. We're gonna find out. But maybe we're winning. I haven't been watching the overall state of the battle as closely as I probably should have. Alright, he's down. Let's go for that rampart next. Go, 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 go. Sabos and armor punchers. Nice. Same deal with this bracket. Take him down. Actually, hold on. Bracket, what are you from? You look really cool. Hazard mining. Okay. I have a lot of mods that add different derelicts, and I'm not super familiar with all of them. But yeah, it actually looks like we're gonna wrap this up. They're running out of ships. That's good for us. My gambit paid off. Nice. Okay. Yep, that's all of them cracked, and we only lost 3 ships. Very good. Let's recover all of those. I'm actually surprised that they're all recoverable. And there we go, 10 gamma cores. Heck yeah. That's the real value, doing derelict bounties. So there's money to be had there. And we leveled up again. Oh yeah, because it was 90% bonus difficulty. Very good. I was debating on taking Neuralink to maybe run 2 of the ship I'm currently in, or to be able to, showcase other ships while not giving up the power of my current favorite cruiser. So I think we're going to try that. We're going to grab Neuralink, because that's also functionally going to give us another officer. Oh, our fuel range. I think it is time to fly back toward Enigma, toward the Valkyrian home system. And there we go. We're only 200k away from upgrading our orbital station again. Although, of course, we're going to spend a chunk of money when we get back home. We're going to need supplies and more fuel and things. But this is good. This is good. So many hyperspace storms. Okay, ground defenses are complete. Orbital is still upgrading. I think we'll go ahead and we'll take the ground defense upgrade. We'll upgrade our heavy batteries, just to have that done. That, of course, does set us back all the cash we just earned, but that's okay. Cross the slipstream. There we go. And we're back to Enigma with just 200 fuel left in the tanks. Perfect. We may need to thin down our ship count. Okay, I am curious how much these AI cores are worth. 200k. Just turn them in. Valkyrians get 200% bounty value. So that's really good. We're actually just going to do that. Why not? I will take the quick cash. Fuel deficit again? Valkyria, why? Are we not allied with Syndrian fuel? Why is our fuel so expensive? What has gone wrong? Alright, let's check the other planets for fuel. Just one planet over. There's more than enough fuel. Okay. Well, you know what? We're going to do a little market balancing. We're going to go over here, drop off 2,000 units of that fuel, go back over here, buy up all this fuel. There's still 1,000 units here, so we'll go and drop another 1,000 onto the other market just to try and fix this. Yeah, actually, no, we'll just cure the entire deficit. There we go. Problem solved. Did we go financially positive? No, we probably lost money because I paid taxes, but it's fine. We did a good deed, and it should come out as experience points for making intelligent trades later. Okay, military bounties again. What do you have for me? Our own faction, 30 ships. That would be a good way to get some more ships. Yeah, I think we're going to take that. We just need the fuel to get out there is the main problem. And our fleet has grown fat, which isn't in itself a bad thing. So let's grab another fuel tanker. More fuel. Does that get me in range? Not quite. Okay, but what we can do to get out there a little more easily, let's go through the Yamaha gate. I think I have the gate to go to the UAF system active. I think we did that many episodes ago. So we should be able to warp down there, and that should put us drastically closer to target. Oh yeah, a little Persian League patrol. Are we enemies? Not really, but we're about to be if they catch me. Yeah, okay, we can fly down or warp down to UAF space, pick up more fuel, and that'll put us in range. And then we'll go home via the same method, probably. Unless there's a closer gate to that location. No, we have found shockingly few gates this run. Hey, and the UAF has for us a derelict bounty, kind of the same thing we just fought, and it doesn't contain a guardian. Or there's a pirate bounty with a pirate mobile station. No thank you, I'll take the other derelict bounty, just to have that. Let's go hunt down our deserter and see if we can salvage some cool Valkyrian ships. Alright, we are here at system. Our target should be in here somewhere. Domain era probe. Hey, a gate! That's super convenient. That gives us a way back. So I don't have to do that minutes-long flight again. That's really nice. Let's poke around, fly over to all the different planets and stuff, see if we can find our bounty. Oh, there's stuff drifting around the black hole. I'm very curious, but we should hang on to our supplies. If we go near the black hole, of course, we're going to start melting, right? Ooh, survey ship with junk on it. Very well. But where is our bounty? Oh, there's our bounty. There's the Valkyrians. Hello there. All their capital ships do have front shields, so let's begin by driving the Gremlin again. 49% difficulty. Alright. Deploy everyone. Alright. And we are looking for a capital ship to throw these Reapers at. Waiting. Looks like they've deployed a bunch of small stuff first. Oh, wait, nope, there we go. There's an Almire Mark III. Big carrier. Let's keep an eye on those capital ships and wait for our opportunity. Go ahead and deploy some more of our stuff onto the field. Help out with our light autocannons. There we go. Ooh, that's a lot of incoming missiles and junk. Okay, good stuff. And okay, there's Cerberus. Let's slide in on him. Let's check. What is his shield arc? 270, so very good protection. We're kind of racing to get around him before his shield is all the way up. Nice, perfect. Throw the flares, phase back out, and we're in the perfect position to take him down. Good trade. Good job, little gremlin. I'd like to deploy my own ship, but I've deployed too much stuff. We'll just wait. Surely some of our ships will die along the way here. I guess we'll hop back in the support cruiser again. That worked well last time. It's just something to chill and fly while we wait. See how life goes. Oh, we vent so slowly. Okay, Wolf running out of combat readiness. Let's just find him and retreat him. Keep hanging out and letting our ship throw out Spectre missiles. That's basically all it does. Close to gun range and poke him a bit. Buy our onslaught a bit of time, or not our onslaught, oh my gosh, where am I today? Our eradicator, some time to recover. Ouch, the damage is serious. Alright, and we're back up. Oh, we lost a control point. That's okay. Ouch. Big hit on the side. Yeah, I don't think this L5 is cutting it on the current fit. This is what I get for relying on auto-fit. No! Eradicator! If I could take on your flux burden, I would, buddy. Instead, I'll just try and cover for you with my face. Okay, still waiting for enough deployment points to deploy my main flagship. Till then, just keep pressuring stuff. We're actually doing pretty good here. Against ships of our own size, we're fine. Or actually, is that yeah, that's another destroyer. So destroyer to destroyer, this thing works. Works decently. Keep pressuring him. We're also getting behind their capital ship, which may be good for us. Come on, stay on him. Yeah, okay. Nice. Ouch, capital ship fire. Nah, stick to him. He's almost fluxed out. Keep shooting. Overcharge. Okay, gotta drop the shield. Nope, gotta get hit by the big guns. Ow. Okay, this was a mistake. I regret everything. Okay, back up and vent, and then let's get back into position, because he still can't back off. Our Eradicator is engaged. Let's go. It's okay if the ship dies, not too attached. Yeah, I think overall we're winning here. We're doing good. That's how it looks. I think that's a gremlin with no missiles left. It's just there being an obnoxious little distraction. You're supposed to die with honor, little gremlin. You're not supposed to live beyond your missile allotment. I guess we're just going to keep driving this Almire back. Okay, another destroyer about to run out of peak performance time. Let's just call him back. Be a little more cautious with our engagement here. Yeah, our frigates are just running out of peak performance time. Let's just keep this capital ship out of the fight. I think it's actually trying to retreat. So really we're just tying it up for as long as possible, keeping it annoyed. Oh yeah, he's turning. Getting some hits on the back. Yeah, now we're not going to do anything significant. Okay, there we go. There's a clean disengage earned, and we are in a good position now to sweep down on the enemy from here. Or to deploy my ship and go get in that. So, let's swap ships. Give me a minute while the little escape pod flies here. And we're in. Nice. Let's go in on the nearest target. Nirvana Mark 1 right there. And now I'll go ahead and deploy the last Eradicator as well. Alright, bring me in, Sabos. Where are you going? He did my trick. He burn drived away and put his engines facing me and got flamed out like a fool. Okay, retreat our pirate monitor because he's basically done, and let's go for this Elegy here. Same plan, Sabos, we'll throw the Reapers, just why not? And then hit him with the armored guns. The armor busting guns, very nice. No, my Grendel. Good job, enemy. Okay, let's grab that Yushura. He burn drive, we burn drive. His shield is front locked, so we should just be able to shoot him in the back a lot here. Which will be real bad for him. Yup, just like that. Good job, team. Good job. Let's keep pushing up. I wouldn't say this has been a hard fight, but it has taken a decent amount of time to complete. But I think doing the takedown with the gremlin at the start was totally worth it. Alright, another one down. Ooh, hey, there's one of our same ship. That's Nirvana Mark 2. And I did take Neuralink, so maybe we're about to have twin ships. I don't know. We'll see what's salvageable. Okay, I have a few Sabos left. Let's throw those and just fire to guns. Alright, he's down. I think this is their last ship. Oh yeah, enemy fleet marked defeated. We're out of Sabos. Just hit him with everything else. Bring him down. Very nice. Okay, that's every last ship taken care of, except the one that got away. I do want it. It is a capital ship. Let's take the engage. Oh, we're not going to get an auto-resolve. Okay. All of our ships have enough CR to carry on, however, so throw them all in. At least our ships that weren't destroyed. So yeah, this is definitely the last fight for this episode, guys. This has been long. And the editing pits are calling. First target, an Elegy with barely any hull. And our missiles are not reloaded, so we're doing this purely with our guns. There she is, and she's in range enough. We're gonna hang on to our Infernium drive for later. Come here, LG. Down you go. There we go. There's that gremlin from earlier with no missiles, and there's the Almire Mark 3 on the right. That's what we're gonna spend Infernium drive getting toward, because that's what I want out of this. as many capital ships as possible, so we don't have to pay money to buy them. We'll drive in again. Alright, and we'll just sit here. Well, it's kind of rough. Pretty confident we're going to out-damage them, though. Yeah, go teammates, go. Take her down. Nice. Alright, and there's enemy fleet defeated. Claim victory. Good enough. We're going to go ahead and hit pursue, and there's auto-resolve. Send some stuff after them, and consider recovery. Okay, they did not drop too many of the capitals, which is unfortunate. But there's a Nirvana Mark II we don't have to pay a story point for. Oh no, my Elfheim, it died. Anyway, I do think we want this Cerberus battlecruiser. And there's another Nirvana Mark II. I think that's going to be worth the story point. Let's grab them. Grab them all. Salvage scoop. Oh, there's another Yoshura on the secondary scoop. Let's take that. We're going to take the fuel tanker as well. Just probably going to need it. Going to mothball all of our new toys. Boom, boom, boom. So they're easier to tow along with the fleet. And with that, it is time. I'm going to fly down to that inactive gate. Pop back over to Corvus, as long as we're not at war with the hegemony. Nope, we're good. And get some of these ships into storage, tinker with the fleet a little bit. Maybe some of that will need to happen off of camera, because, again, we are in overtime wait. Domain Era Mothership. Domain Era Mothership, just right there. It's okay. It's okay. We can come back. We can just go through the gate and come back to that later. Oh, did I not? I didn't activate the Corvus gate? What? What? I thought I had. Alright. The flight towards storage is just going to take a little longer then. One moment. Okay, before I forget, we're going to go straight to the gate and activate it. I thought I had tagged it at some point, but I guess not. There we go. Corvus gate activated. Let's pop down to Asharu, grab all their stuff, and repair as best we can. Oops, sorry, I didn't mean to tag you, Mercenary Convoy. I actually just wanted the terraforming platform. Thank you. And for now, I'm going to drop these in storage, except for one of the Nirvana Mark IIs. It may finally be time to give up the Gremlin. But yeah, I think we're going to neural link two of these Nirvana Mark IIs together, and I'll probably tinker with that off camera. We are definitely in overtime, and I need to return to the editing pits and not let this episode go on too long. So, if you've enjoyed, please remember to like, subscribe, share, and comment, and I will see you all in the next one. Have a wonderful day, friends.